On May 11th, 2025, a group of 49 white South Africans, primarily Afrikaners, departed for the United States under a new refugee resettlement program initiated by President Donald Trump. This initiative, announced in February 2025, grants refugee status to Afrikaners, citing alleged racial discrimination by South Africa's black-led government, particularly concerning affirmative action policies and land expropriation laws. The group flew on a private charter operated by Omni Air International and was expected to arrive at Dulles International Airport the following day. U.S. agencies, including the Department of Health and Human Services, are providing support for their resettlement. The South African government has refuted claims of systemic racial persecution against Afrikaners, describing them as economically privileged. International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola criticized the U.S. executive order as based on factual inaccuracies and part of a campaign of misinformation and propaganda. While some Afrikaner organizations, such as AfriForum and Solidarity, have declined the offer, citing a commitment to their homeland, the U.S. program has attracted significant interest. The South African Chamber of Commerce in the USA reported over 10,000 inquiries within 18 hours of the announcement, with nearly 70,000 registrations of interest filed by March 2025. This resettlement is part of a broader U.S. initiative to address what it perceives as racial discrimination in South Africa, though it has faced criticism for prioritizing white South Africans over refugees from conflict zones. The chartered flight carrying 49 Afrikaner refugees from South Africa to the United States was approved under a U.S. program initiated by former President Donald Trump. In February 2025, Trump signed an executive order titled Addressing Egregious Actions of the Republic of South Africa, which alleged racial discrimination against Afrikaners by South Africa's black-led government. This order prioritized their refugee status, allowing them to bypass the usual U.S. refugee admissions process. The 49 individuals who departed on May 11th, 2025, were among the first to benefit from this initiative. They boarded a charter flight operated by Omni Air International, departing from Johannesburg and arriving at Dulles International Airport near Washington, D.C. Their final destination was Texas, where they were expected to receive support from U.S. agencies, including the Department of Health and Human Services. To qualify for this program, Afrikaners were required to demonstrate a well-founded fear of persecution based on race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion. Applicants needed a referral from entities such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, the U.S. Embassy or Consulate, or designated non-governmental organizations. Following the referral, applicants underwent pre-screening, interviews with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS officers, and comprehensive background checks and medical examinations. While the South African government has refuted claims of systemic racial persecution against Afrikaners, asserting that they are among the country's most economically privileged demographics, the U.S. program has faced criticism. Critics argue that prioritizing white South Africans over refugees from conflict zones raises ethical concerns.